So you unveiled your latest rendition of Club Superstar, and you took you put Donovan Mitchell in and Hali in for the first time. You took Embiid and AD out. Could you explain to us your process and how the club management goes about getting these guys in and out?
Yeah. So, all right. So tell me. So here are the 12 guys in, and we can put the graphic up. Haliburton, Brunson, Joker, Shai, Luka, Giannis, Bron, Steph, Donovan, Durant, Ant, Tatum. It's a 12-person max. So if you want to put someone in, you got to kick someone out. We took out Embiid because of all the injury stuff, and AD for similar reasons. You might be like, then how does Tatum stay in? Tatum has been so consistent and so durable that, one season-long injury does not get him kicked out. Like, his spot is secure. You seem to have... the hardest call was Donovan.
Donovan Mitchell surprised me. Yeah.
So, who would you have any of those guys in over him?
That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah.
Anthony Davis.
Probably find a guy to put in there.
Because in line was Wemby, Cade, Şengün, and Devin Booker. Wemby is the obvious next guy in, but he's got to actually do it. You know what I mean? He's got to actually earn his way in. And so I thought we did a good job with it.
And all that. Yeah, I understand how Donovan Mitchell slips in there.
Sorry, can you hear me still, DeMonte?
Yes, I've got you.
Okay, good. Sorry about that. I knocked my AirPod out of my ear. AD's a tough one. And the argument against Donovan is, 8 years in the league, in the playoffs every year, never in round 3. It's hard, though, to use that as an argument to put AD in over him, because do I think Donovan could have, made a conference finals or an NBA finals alongside LeBron like AD did? I do. Like, when AD was the guy, he never got past round 1. It's a tricky spot. Donovan is, for a guy who hasn't been deep in the playoffs, he's not a playoff dropper. You know what I mean? He puts up huge numbers. And Brew raised the question, do we not have 12 superstars?
Right. That's the other thing I was kind of thinking. But go ahead. It's just looking around the team. It's just looking around at the teams. I'm like, who can get in over this guy? But it's like, it's a little scarce.
Right. It's a weird spot because the league is so deep on really good players, but maybe a little thin on great players. Because the other argument was, should Kevin Durant be out? And my answer to that question is, he's such an iconic player who still plays at a high enough level. I don't feel comfortable. He's still 27 a game. You know what? I don't feel comfortable taking him out. So to me, those are the 12. What are your follow-ups here?
Care to explain how Jokic took LeBron's throne?
That was a editorial choice made by the artist, Jack Perkins, who does a great job. You can follow him on Twitter at PureHoop. And listen, I give him the lists. He makes the picture. I got to tell you, I wasn't thrilled with seeing LeBron out of the throne, but I guess Joker's earned it for now.
He's right.
But yeah, that was not, trust me, I didn't demand that. Now, I did hear I'm okay with LeBron being moved out of the throne because he's no longer in the argument for best player in the league. My pal Simmons yesterday did a top 15 player pyramid and didn't have LeBron on that. Now that's an outrage. Like, that's just objectively here's the thing about the LeBron rankings that is so irritating to me at times. People keep prematurely downgrading him because of his age, when we just saw he just finished 6th in MVP voting. 6th. He just finished firmly second team All-NBA. So why all of a sudden is he not one of the 15 best players in the league? Like, the LeBron is anywhere. You could fairly argue for LeBron to be as high as 5th and as low as 10th best player in the league, but that's it. And what is frustrating to me about Bill's ranking specifically is he still has Steph Curry as like the 7th best guy. There's no way to look at this NBA season and say Steph was better than LeBron. Not by stats, not by team record, not by individual accolades, not by any of it. Now you can say his team made it one round further in the playoffs, so be it. That part is true, but that team also, and you'd be like, well, how much of LeBron's team success this year was because they traded for Luka? Steph's team was sub 500 when they traded for Jimmy. Like, that's a weird one for me. Yeah. But set that aside. LeBron obviously still a superstar. Steph's obviously still a superstar. And that's where we're at. All right, next.
Do you think that Haliburton still should deserve, would you have still given him a spot if he would have lost in round 1?
No. Now, I submitted this list before round 1 was over. I submitted this list. I took a screenshot of it yesterday to send to Gianna of when I submitted this list. I submitted this list May 7th. So let's see where we were in the playoffs on May 7th. I can pull that up quickly. So when I submitted this list, the games that had just been played is the Pacers had just taken a 2-0 lead on the Cavs. So that's interesting. I didn't even realize that. I submitted this list the morning after Haliburton executed that insane comeback on the Cavs. And so maybe I was kind of in the afterglow of that, but he's proven me right by his performances throughout. And the other thing is, so no, losing in round 1, no. But had they ended up losing in round 2, I would have still been comfortable with it.